Hi students, welcome to your week number 4. I hope that you are taking all the opportunities to learn this topic, but we're going to do a final review of fragments. We want to start off by saying fragments are wrong sentences. So they want to be sentences, they look like a sentence, but they have one aspect of it missing, so it's wrong. It's nothing that we want to have. We want to be able to fix them, but we don't want to use them in our paragraphs. With that said, we know that a sentence has three things: has a subject, has a verb, and has a complete thought. Three things, right? If one of these three things are missing, that means that is a fragment. That means that group of words is wrong. So how can we identify a fragment? How can we say this group of words is a fragment? We need to ask ourselves those three questions. Does it have a subject? Does it have a verb? Does it have a complete thought? If these three questions are answered with that yes it has, yes it has, and yes it has, then it's a sentence. It's correct. It doesn't need to be fixed. What if one of those questions, the answer to one of those questions is a no? If it's a no to one of the three questions, then this is a fragment. That means that group of words is a fragment, that is wrong. So whenever you are given a group of words and they ask you, is this a fragment, you want to ask yourself those three questions, and if one of them is a no, then you know it's a fragment and it needs to be fixed. Let's take a look at these examples. The girl at the store. Start with the first question, right? Does it have a subject? Yes, this group of words has a subject. It has the girl, right? The girl is the subject. It's the pronoun in this case. So it fulfilled the first question. What about the second question? Does it have a verb? What is the girl doing? Is there an action being done? Is there a state of being, like is, are? No, right? So it doesn't fulfill the second part because the girl is not doing something. There's no action, making this group of words then a fragment. Here's the other example. The mouse under the table. We'll start with the first question. Does it have a subject? Yes, it has a subject. The mouse, right? The mouse is the subject in this case. There is a noun. Now, is there a verb? Is the mouse doing something? There's no action, right? There's no action in this case. There is no state of being. There's no words like is, are. There's nothing that the mouse is doing. That means that this group of words is a fragment because it didn't answer the second question. It answered the first one, but the second one did not fulfill the second one. Here's another example. Kelly, the girl with the red dress. Does it have a subject? Yes, it has a subject. It has a subject, and the subject in this case is Kelly, right? It's a noun, a proper noun. Is there a verb? There is no verb, right? There's no verb here. What is Kelly doing? What is Kelly doing? There is no action stated there. Is there like a state of being, like is, are, was? No, right? So there's no verb at all. That means that this group of words then is a fragment because it doesn't fulfill the second part. The second question doesn't even get to the third one, right? It doesn't even have the second one. It's already a fragment. We know that. Here's another example. Leaving for the market early in the morning. Leaving for the market early in the morning. Is there a subject? That's the first question, right? Is there a subject? There is no subject, guys. Who? What is leaving? We don't know what is leaving. What is leaving to the market? Who is going to the market? We don't know. It doesn't even fulfill the first question. It doesn't even have a subject. That means that this group of words is a fragment because it doesn't have a subject. Here's the other example. Walking fast down the street. Walking fast down the street. Is there a subject? That's the first question. Is there a subject? No, right? Who is walking? Who is walking fast? We don't know. Making this group of words then a fragment, because it doesn't even answer the first one. We don't even need to ask the other two because we know it doesn't have one already. And if it doesn't have even the first one, then it's a fragment. Here's another example. Happy to see you. Is there a subject? No. Who is happy to see you? We don't know. Miss Cindy is happy to see you. Kelly is happy to see you. Sure is happy to see you. We don't know. This sentence doesn't have the who, right? Doesn't have the subject. There is no noun or pronoun. Making this group of words then a fragment. You don't even have to look at the other two questions because it doesn't even answer the first one. And once it doesn't answer one, it's already a fragment. The other example says, although we did the work. Does it have a subject? Yes, this one has a subject. It has a pronoun, we. Does it have a verb? Do, right? The word did here is part of the verb. It's a state of being. So there is a subject, there is a verb. We're going well. Now, does it have a complete thought? That is a little bit difficult to identify the complete thought, right? So let's read it again. It says, although we did the work. Although we did the work. Notice that this has an incomplete thought. So it doesn't answer the third question. Has a subject, has a verb. But the third one is missing. It doesn't have a complete thought. How do you know that? Because it tells you, although we did the work, what happens? What happened because you didn't do the work? It leaves you in thought, right? If you notice, it has also the word although. Words like although, if, because already indicate that this is a dependent clause, that it's already like it needs more, right? Even it doesn't have that more that we're talking about, that is the complete thought. If it doesn't have that more, then it is a fragment. Let's look at the other example. After the rain stopped. Does it have a subject? Yes, it has a subject, rain, right? The rain. Is there a verb? Yes, there is a verb, stop. The rain is stopping, right? Stopping is a verb. Does it have a complete thought? It doesn't have a complete thought because it says after the rain stopped. After the rain stopped, what? What happened after the rain stopped? It leaves you in thought, right? After the rain stopped, you went to the store. After the rain stopped, you took a trip. There is a lot of things that could possibly be answered there, right? So that is the third question that's not being answered in this group of words. If you notice, it has the word after too. The word after indicates that this needs a little bit more to be considered a complete thought. If it had that little bit more, which is the complete thought, then it would be a sentence. But right now, it doesn't have it. So that makes it a fragment. Here's the other example. Because he got sick. Is there a subject? Yes, there's a subject. He is a pronoun, right? The subject is he. Is there a verb? Yes, getting sick, right? Got sick is here the verb, helping and the action, right? So there is subject, there is verb. Let's see if it has a third one. The third question, does it have a complete thought? No, it doesn't have a complete thought because it says because he got sick. What happened because he got sick? There is an incomplete thought there, right? We don't know what happened because he got sick. Because he got sick, he didn't go to work. Because he got sick, he lost points. Because he got sick, he couldn't go to school because he got sick. And there's like a lot of things that could continue that sentence, right? And that makes it, this group of words, a fragment because it doesn't have that extra, that thought that needs to finish the sentence. The other example says, if you have no If you have no cake, does it have a subject? Yes, you. Does it have a verb? Have. Have is the verb, right? It's a state of being. It has have. Does it have a complete thought? If you have no cake, doesn't have a complete thought, guys. It doesn't have a complete thought. If you have no cake, what will happen? We don't know what is that extra, right? It leaves you in thought again. So it answers the first, the second, but it has a third part missing, making this group of words a fragment. So that is a review of fragments. Let's see if we could come up with one sentence that has the three, right? So here is the example. The boy went to the store. Let's see if it fulfills the three questions, right? Is there a subject? The boy, right? Is there a verb? Yes, went. Is there a complete thought? Yes, there is a complete thought. Where did he go? He went to the store, right? So this group of words then is a sentence. Notice how it fulfills the three questions. It answers the three questions. So when you go ahead and you do the activity for today, you ask yourself, has a subject, it has a verb, it has a complete thought. And if the answers are yes, then it is a sentence. If one of them is no, you know that that one is a fragment. Please take your time to do the activity. This one will be recorded and graded. Have a great day, guys. I hope this is helpful, and this review, the review of how to fix them will come later, right? Bye. Have a great day.